What up, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Funboxing with Will. I am your host, Will, with H2O Co. Film and Photo, and today we're not doing a review today. We're actually just going to do a little conversation piece today, which is quite unusual for my channel, I know, but basically this is the last video of the year, and I wanted to go ahead and put something out before the new year, just pretty much trying to break down what we've achieved here on this channel, some of the personal goals that I've made, and some of them that I've missed this last year, and basically what my plans are moving forward with not only this channel but with my career in photography and film, and as it relates to this channel to some degree. So basically, I started this channel in 2020, right near the end of 2020. There had been a lot going on. March of that year, I got put on work furlough from my job as a manager / waiter over at a restaurant that I'd worked at. And COVID hit, and it kind of impacted everybody in a serious way, and it changed the world in a lot of ways as well. Unfortunately, as we all know, it's continued, and it hasn't. I mean, it's gotten a lot better now. People have gone back to work and things of that nature. Fortunately, when the pandemic hit, I had been in the process of trying to decide whether I wanted to continue the path I was on or if I wanted to change career fields. And I've always been a huge fan of photography, and I've always thought filmmaking was very interesting, and it was a very awesome skill to have, and it was fascinating to me how people could tell a story through camera movement and imagery without even having to say a word. And photography amazes me and fascinates me every day because of how you can make somebody see the world through your eyes. There's not very many creative mediums that allow you to do such a thing, and being able to show people the way you see the world is really a fun and it's not just something fun to do, but it's a way to share yourself with other people. And I find it to be very therapeutic at times. I love it. And so right around 2020, the end of 2020, right around, I want to say September, October, I decided to start my own photography company and video production company. And right around March of that year is when I started this channel. Right before I started this channel, pretty much right before I started my business. And basically the hopes that I had for this channel was that I wanted to be a tech review YouTube personality. I wanted to get on here and I wanted to give honest, awesome reviews. I didn't want to be a shill who gets paid to be sponsored by different places and do things, you know. Obviously, I'd love to be monetized. But I really wanted to give my audience honest opinions about the products that I did reviews on. And so up until this point, I've consistently only reviewed products that I own or that I've used. And I think that that's a very good system to work off of, and that's what I'm going to continue to do. I did have some really high ambitions. I think everybody does coming into this, not knowing much about YouTube, not knowing much about affiliate marketing or anything of that nature. You know, this year was full of mistakes that I made with not just my YouTube channel, but also with my business. I just thought that I was going to get into YouTube and boom, I'd be monetized within 6 months and I'd be cranking out videos every day. And then it dawned on me shortly after I got involved in it that, you know, I only own so much gear and I can only review so much gear. And unless I want to spend thousands of dollars getting new equipment every week to do reviews on, I'm going to at some point have to find somebody to lend me their gear to do reviews on. And I honestly think that that might be more accessible to me once I've been monetized, because companies will take me more seriously as a real channel at that point. Luckily, we've gotten to 500, and I think today we are at 506 subscribers after 1 year on YouTube. And honestly, I don't edit my videos very deeply. I don't do a lot of satire on this channel. I don't do a lot of, editing tricks. I basically get straight to the point, show the product, to talk about the pros, the cons of the product. Sometimes I'll rate them, give them my own little personal rating, and then I'll drop links in the description box for where you can find these items. And so I'm going to continue with that model for this channel. I am honestly thoroughly pleased with the fact that I'm only, even though it's only 506 subscribers and I still have to reach that 1,000 subscriber mark, plus so many viewed hours of content a month to be able to be monetized. I'm proud of myself and what I've been able to accomplish with natural channel growth over 1 year, going from 2 subscribers that were just family members of mine, getting all the way up to 506. So I'm very, very pleased with that. I know it doesn't seem like a lot to a lot of people out there who have millions of subscribers, but I'm going to continue. And actually coming up this year, my next video is going to be a new camera gear review on a lighting system that I'm actually currently using today. I got it for Christmas, and it's the Dazzing light system. It's a very nice LED panel light system for video or photography, and I'm using it right now. It's a pretty nice system. It comes with a nice little remote. We'll go into it and we'll talk about this in our next video. It should be coming out next Friday. But yeah, I made some mistakes, you know. I feel like my channel, I can do better for you guys. I feel like I can do better with my editing. I feel like I can do better with, you know, some of the B-roll that I put on this channel. I feel like I could just invest more of myself into it. And it's been difficult having, you know, a 6-month-old newborn son and my 3-year-old son who's, geez, almost 4 now. And then the holidays been going on. It's just been so hectic. And then with work, it's been the same, you know. I made some mistakes. I hired a marketing team to pretty much get me leads for jobs and stuff like that, and redo my website and just do a couple other things like that. And I was paying them obscene amounts of money. It was like $2,000 a month, and they were only bringing me minimal amounts of work. So I ended up making a bad decision with that, and we ended up sadly having to part ways. I ended up firing the team after a couple months, and since then I've been having to do foot traffic to find the work that I've found. So I'm always going into businesses, small businesses, and handing out business cards and such. I do more along the lines of product photography and advertising videography than anything else. I do still focus on other things, like I do portraiture, and I do landscape and real estate photography, things of that nature, but they're not the goal that I have for my company. I want my company to be laser focused in on product advertising. So that's what I'm trying to expand my business and kind of like set a path for my business to follow, a plan. And I'm hoping that this year I'll be able to continue to do enough work to pay the bills. But honestly, I think that going into 2022, I think the best thing that I can do as a creator is just practice my craft. I think that a lot of us get caught up in producing content that other people want to see and what we think they want to see. And I think that it really does do a disservice to us in the end, because if we're always working on what we think others want, we never work on what we want. And I think that it's really important to stop and focus on doing a project for yourself every once in a while. And like I said, this year I'm gonna do a lot of work on practicing my skill set. You know, I want to be out shooting more. I want to have my camera with me everywhere. I used to be the kind of person, and it could talk to my wife, it got tedious and annoying after a while, but I was the guy that no matter where I went, even if it was to the gas station for 5 minutes to, you know, fill the tank up, or if we were going out to dinner, I always had a camera with me because I never knew when I was going to get that good shot. And I was always looking for the next great photo that I was going to get. And it didn't even have to be any certain circumstance or a job that I was going to, because some of my best photos that I think I've taken are photos that I didn't expect to take. They were just something that caught my eye, and it allowed me to see an object or a place in a different way than I normally would see it. And I think honestly that's been ended up being some of my best work. So I really want to get back into the practice of practicing, even though, you know, I do own a business and I do have a YouTube channel. I think that we learn more and more every day, and we're never finished with this craft as a creator. And so I really do want to take time and to focus this year more on improving my skills as a creator, adding more to my reel, redoing my portfolio, even expanding my portfolio further, doing these things. And at the same time, I'm going to be obviously doing reviews. Like I said, we've got a couple really good reviews coming up, and just starting off the year with a bang. So I've got a couple videos scheduled for the next coming weeks. Other than that, I just wanted to say thank you everybody for being with me for a year. This is the official year mark that I'm hitting. I'm gonna start it here. So I hope you guys have a great New Year's. I hope your Christmas went well, and I appreciate all of my viewers and my subscribers. You guys are sticking along with me on this journey, and I really, really appreciate your company. So other than that, I will see you next week, and I hope everybody stays safe. Have a great night, and above all, stay creative, my friends. We need more of that in this world. Have a good night.